Jónapot kívánok! So I have recently started learning Hungarian for fun. Well, it wasn't that recent. I actually started a year ago and then got discouraged but kept up with Duolingo because of my streak. However, I haven't advanced in a while because it is a very difficult language. For example, a simple goodbye is viszontlátásra. Thank you very much would be köszönöm szépen. Dog is kutya. I know 8-9-10, which is 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3. Even the name of Hungary in Hungarian is Magyarország. There are a few reasons why I decided to learn Hungarian, or at least attempt to learn. A lot of people have been asking me what's the origin of my last name. Horvat means a person from Croatia in Hungarian, but it's more like Horvat. A lot of people think that I am from Croatia, however, the majority of my family from previous generations was born and raised and living in Hungary. Horvat or Horvat is one of the most common last names in Hungary and also in Slovenia. The only last name that tops Horvat is Novak. There are actually over 13,000 people whose last name is Horvat in a country of 2 million people. Like I said, a large part of my family is from Hungary. It is also where I used to vacation during summer a lot with my family. We would go to Balaton, so we would also stop in towns such as Zalaegerszeg and Nagykanizsa. So those two cities are ingrained into my brain. We also shopped a lot in Hungary, especially because it was more affordable to find clothing for school and school supplies, where the official currency is forinti. Even though Hungary is a member of European Union, they do not have euros, they have forints. A fun fact is that one of the first words that I would learn growing up is because whenever my family would get into a fight, they would switch to Hungarian. So I learned the following words: a kutya mindenit, asta mindenit, and a gyerek mindenit, which is basically expression of anger. I'm not fully sure exactly how it would translate to English. Probably be more like damn or hell and stuff like that. And that's how I knew that that meant something not good. The only two videos that I made, short form videos that I made about Hungarian, one of them went viral and got nearly 3 million views on each platform, which is funny because I was just sharing my experience with learning Hungarian. The one that went viral was actually inspired by one of my cats, or I'm co-parenting the cat, and she chatters a lot. And if a cat chatters, you can Google it, you will have a lot of accounts named the ekekekekek. So that's the that's the phonetic spelling of the chatter when the cat is doing the ekekekekek. One day I'm doing my practice in Duolingo and suddenly I come across the word enekelek and I die laughing. And that's where the idea behind the Hungarian language is the ekekekekek language came from, because when I saw the enekelek, felt like it was the chatter language. And surprisingly enough, that video blew up. So if you're here from that video, hey, what's good? But Hungarian has also been a bucket language for me. I am fluent in English and obviously Slovenian. I understand Croatian, I know basic Spanish. I basically learned Spanish from watching telenovelas. So when I hear the language, I understand the majority of it. It's very hard for me to put sentences together because I learned the language by listening to it and not by actively speaking it, which is something that I also want to improve. But I also have learned French. In middle school, I have not retained a lot apart from the basic phrases and words. I've also studied German for a year at university, but I've also not retained much. The most I have ever retained was from listening to German artists like Rammstein and and Die Toten Hosen. And Hungarian was always that unattainable language for me. And I think it's a part of pride where I want to learn it just so I can brag about speaking it. And also because it is culturally, I guess, my heritage. And although I grew up speaking Slovenian, I was not raised in Hungarian. I also recently, in the last few years, fell in love with Budapest. I was there 5 times in 3 years. The first time I went there, I did a solo mini travel because I was always curious how it looks like, and I fell in love with it. I've seen that city in every season so far. I think by far my favorite will be around Christmas and summer. And I love visiting that city. In the future, I want to visit more of the Hungary, but I want to be able to have at least a basic conversation with people. The last time I visited Budapest was during my progression in learning of the language, and I was surprised by how much I actually retained, thinking that I didn't retain anything, because when I would see random words, I would be able to understand what they mean, or I would do my best attempt to order in Hungarian and, you know, say hi and bye and thank you in Hungarian, and I think that's really important when you travel. This is a part where I will attempt to speak in Hungarian what I currently know. Jónapot kívánok, Barbara vagyok. Hogy vagy? Nagyon boldog vagyok. Hány éves? Én művész vagyok. Este? Nem, az egy nem kutya. Hol van a szálloda? Hol van az étterem? A szállodában vagyok. Mindig pihenek vagyok. Kérek egy sort. Köszönöm szépen. Viszontlátásra. This is what I could pull from the top of my head. So I do know more words than that, but out of respect for the game, I don't want to look them up right now because I would count that as cheating. And yes, I'm at the very early stages of learning, so anyone who's from Hungary, please excuse my pronunciation. I am doing my best, and I swear I will get further than this. The goal is to eventually be able to have at least a basic conversation with somebody without sounding like I'm reading for a teleprompter, which I do not have, I swear. And if you are from Hungary, let me know if you like any Hungarian TV shows or movies or musical artists, especially rock artists, that you would recommend, because I did find this is the easiest way for me to learn languages. And if you are currently learning any language, let me know which one and what are your tips and tricks, and share them in the comments so that everybody who is learning languages can also have some value in the comment section. And once again, if you are from Hungary, I am so sorry for the torture you had to endure hearing me speak. I understand it's very funny because when I hear people trying to speak in Slovenian, when they know just the basics, it's a really interesting experience. So please, by all means, feel free to make fun out of me. I get it. So that'll be it. Don't forget to subscribe and check out my sticker packs in my store. Make sure to grab them for some nostalgia, and I'm excited to see you in the next video. Ow!